Ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing tonight? Love y'all, man. Hope everybody's having a great day, night, whatever. I'm coming at you in the late hours of 1 o'clock in the morning. We just out here chilling. Now, a couple of you guys have sent me the Ronnie O'Neal case. Now that we're getting closer to the end of the Daryl Brooks case, we could kind of mess around with Ronnie O'Neal, in my opinion, because this is someone who also represents themselves. Now, this guy's accused of offing his wife and his daughter, and miraculously, his son got away. Now, let's tap into this. This guy is representing himself. Bro, it's crazy. Everybody get things you need. Everybody, I hope you guys are having a great morning if you're seeing this in the morning, and let's tap into this thing. One more thing, I will say the audio is a bit low. I'm sorry. This is the best audio I can find. Oh, he's getting ready. First of all, what is he doing, bro? My guy is over here rubbing his hands together, looking like he's going through meditation and shit. It's not that deep. You're going to jail. That it's not that deep. We already know what the outcome is. From the time you're representing yourself, bro. Come on now. Okay. Yeah. Stretch some hands out. There you go. You stretch out. We're about to play some football, or are we gonna fight for our lives here? Which one?
The evidence is going to show that we are under some of the most vicious.
My boy got straight to screaming. What the fuck? My boy, see, I haven't seen much of this case. I'm not gonna lie. I always seen it and I passed it. But so many of you guys said you wanted to see it, and I'm glad I tapped in because my boy got straight to screaming. What is going on?
Fabricating fictitious government you ever seen. By the time it's all said and done, you will see who is the mass murderers.
What the fuck? Bro, first of all, fix your teeth. Do you see how his teeth are going upward into his jaw? My boy got that gap tooth. Not even a gap tooth. He has that Coca-Cola bottle opener right there. You pass him a fucking bottle of Coca-Cola, he'll pop that thing open for you in no time. His mouth is built like a can opener. Damn. And I mean, I'm not even going to talk about the hair. This is Florida, ladies and gentlemen. You see about like every 1 in 10 people have a hairstyle like this in Florida. I swear to God. I'm not lying. All my Florida people tap in. Hit me up in the comments. This hairstyle is crazy, and only Florida people I see do shit like this. Craziest shit I've ever seen. Wicks that go up into the air. Like, what is going on?
In Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay, Florida. It's always Florida.
Of Florida. You will know why what occurred on March 18, 2018 occurred. And the evidence is going to show.
Look at the judge looking at him. I swear, bro. She's like, this man is a menace. She could already tell what type of trial this is going to be. A clown circus. That's what this is going to be.
That law enforcement tampered with evidence to meet their such high burden of proof.
I'm looking at that one dread at the side of his head. Hold on, back it up. That one little squiggle right there that's just holding on for dear life. That shit is hilarious. That's the only thing I can look at. Every time he's talking, I'm looking at that little squiggle on the side. My boy is out here looking crazy. Crazier than Albert Einstein out here. This man, sheesh.
Because originally
Look at that can open their
it
mouth.
wasn't enough. So we had to tamper with evidence. Since it was such evident already, but we still had to tamper with evidence. The evidence is going to show my son did not see me murder his mom. The evidence is going to show he did not see me shoot his mom.
See, now this is the other thing. His son, this man, Ronnie O'Neal, his son is like the key witness to this whole thing. I think the son was 8 at the time, which would make him 10 now because it was like 2 years later. And apparently his son saw the whole thing and he went for his son. Somehow the son gets away. Imagine your father, the one that's supposed to be protecting you, just goes ape shit on your mom and then turns on you. Man, I would be shitting myself while I'm running. He would be slipping on shit. I'm not even lying. He would be slipping on diarrhea. I would be so scared. That is crazy. So now he's saying the evidence will show that his son didn't see that, bro. Tell me if you guys want to see more of this. When his son testifies, yeah, you'll know that he saw some shit. Again, I've only seen snippets of this trial, but a lot of y'all said you wanted to see the Ronnie O'Neal, so we're here with him.
The evidence is going to show my son said many things that are not true.
So he's calling his son a liar. That's cool.
The evidence is going to show that I called 911 during Kenyatta Barron's 911 call. But all of a sudden, it ends up after I called Kenyatta, after Kenyatta Barron's call was made. Now I'm calling 911. But originally, I called 911 without even knowing she called 911 during her call. But the evidence is going to show that your representatives and law enforcement, local law enforcement, wanted to make it seem like I'm some kind of menace to society. And I ran after killing Kenyatta Barron, knowing that authority was on the way to kill my own children. I wonder why I would do something like that.
Man, bro, first of all, okay, there's a lot to unpack here. First of all, why are you calling the police? Like, what happened? Like, if you're calling the police, that means something happened, right? So if you're not the one who did it, then who did, right? Because you're right there at the time of it happening. That means you called the police while something bad is happening, right? So what's the alibi? Who came into the house? Did a robber come in and attack your wife and your daughter? And somehow your son mistook another black man with crazy dreads like yours running through the window? See, this is where it doesn't make sense. You called the police, so what happened then? The evidence will show that you called the police at the same time as her. Why are you even calling the police if she's calling the police? You're supposed to be out here defending, right? Bro, this guy's full of shit. This is crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
For no reason. And I'm standing here competent as can be, representing myself today.
That's the worst thing. He's borderline incompetent. He's right at that level of competent.
The evidence is going to show My son did not witness me viciously beat his mom to death. The evidence is going to show my neighbor, Khalil Brown, whom they are trying to keep out of this trial, witnessed me take 3 strikes.
What?
The evidence is going to show that law enforcement and this administration wanted to make me look like a menace to society.
Hey, I will say, compared to Daryl Brooks, this guy is a bit more composed. Not composed. He's a bit more organized. My boy got some notes written down. He's following a statement. He's doing his opening. He's doing all that shit. Daryl Brooks, I don't know. The IQ level to those two men are way down there. But if we were to compare the IQ down there in the depths of like the Mariana Trench, wherever the fuck their IQ is, if we were to judge the two of them, I'd say his IQ is a bit higher than Brooksy. I ain't gonna lie. Now the screaming, man, shock value, something, I don't know, but he's a bit more organized. I'll give him that.
So they added several mini strikes on that video and audio that you just heard. And they added several statements that I did not say.
What, they use AI?
Anything that I may have said, they exacerbated it and made me say it consecutively over and over like Allahu Akbar.
What? Wait. He said they made me say it consecutively over and over like Allahu Akbar. What is going on? This guy is insane. Hold on. He on that PCP. He's probably fried a few brain cells before. I ain't gonna lie to you. This guy, I don't know. I don't know how much of him is really all there.
And made me say it consecutively over and over like Allahu Akbar.
Who Akbar? Yo, your boy is out here going crazy.
Which I may have said once or twice. But they wanted to make me seem like a terrorist.
What?
And so you hear
What?
it 8 or 9 times, and you hear me calling Kenyatta Barron a bitch and a whore. The evidence is going to show that I called my dad after calling 911. But that call is all of a sudden missing from the T-Mobile records that we have acquired from T-Mobile.
Okay, again, it's not we because the prosecution acquired it and you're borrowing those notes, you dumbass, because you're not a real lawyer. We already know how this works from the Daryl Brooks trial. I'm pretty sure he's getting all this information from prosecution because he's defending himself, whatever. But all I'm saying is it doesn't matter if they forgot a text or a call that he gave to his dad after the fact or that he called 911 during the fact. The point is, what was happening while you were calling 911? There's no explanation for it. Therefore, there's so much evidence. And he's saying the evidence will show, bro, all the evidence points towards this man. All the evidence points towards him. But anyways, let's continue.
Because most people don't even go to trial when they know they killed somebody
I mean,
unjustly.
I mean, a lot of people, everybody goes to trial if they did something, if they killed somebody unjustly. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? People have gotten off on OJ, for example. Come on. What? You thought he was just not going to go to trial? Bro is out here tripping.
The evidence is going to show you who the killers are.
That hairdo is crazy. Yo, let's just look at this hairdo for a moment. Let's observe. All I'm thinking about is like, I don't know, something like Dragon Ball Z or like what am I thinking of, guys? This haircut is crazy, but it reminds me of some cartoon. That shit, it looks like he has antlers. I don't know if you guys know The Weeknd, the singer before he cut his hair. It looks something like this. This is the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. And he's trying to be taken seriously with this shit. She is out here like, whoa. I mean, what do you say? What do you say to something like this? It's like, do you stop him or like just let him keep going? I guess like.
I'm pleading not guilty to the charges of premeditated murder, attempted murder, aggravated child abuse or battery, arson, resisting arrest.
Oh, arson! I forgot. The audio sucks, guys. I know it. Don't flame me in the comments, but arson. I forgot. At the end, he burns the house. This guy was on a complete rampage. You can't tell me this wasn't some crazy drugs he was on. Like, unless he just hated his family, which sometimes I know his daughter was disabled. His wife was probably, probably not the woman he wanted, probably ended up in that situation. And some people just can't handle it. And maybe he just hated his whole family and wanted to get rid of them, which is crazy to think about. Some people would say, hey, man up, break up with her and raise the child and just move on with life. But anyways.
Violence. And while I'm at that, the evidence is going to show that they tased me for no reason.
I hope they did tase you. That shit is crazy. He's he said they he said they tased him for no reason. They should let the dog go. They should let the dog go on him. That shit would have been way worse.
But they tampered with that video because they didn't want you to know the truth. And it might sound far-fetched, but I guarantee you, we're going to see who the liars are before it's all said and done. Mark my words.
Okay.
Because my family
All right.
lives were taken.
By who?
When my daughter was done, this is what the evidence will show. When my daughter was born, it was me who gave the command, the final command to keep her alive when she was on life support. When she was born, 2 pounds, 2 ounces.
Oh, she was born at 2 pounds. Damn, that's crazy. And she was disabled. See, now look, why is he bringing this up out of nowhere? It was my decision to keep her on life support when she was born. See, this is the shit that's going through his head. His subconscious is telling us right there. You know what I mean? This is all the things that was weighing on his mind. He didn't like his wife or his girlfriend, whatever. He hated that his daughter was disabled. It haunted him that his daughter was disabled. He always wished, why couldn't it just be another way? That's probably what kept going through his mind. Why would you bring that up? Why would you bring that up in a defense trial? You know what I mean? Like, I guess it kind of like points out, in his defense, it points out like, I fought to keep her alive. Why would I kill her, right? But at the same time, it's really giving you that vibe that he just hated his life. And it very much makes you get the feeling that he wants to hit the reset button. Look at Chris Watts, the guy who put his who killed his little girls and his wife, and Shanann, the whole Chris Watts story. Same thing. He wants to reset his whole. He has a little girlfriend and everything. He wants to reset his whole life. So what you gotta do? You gotta get rid of the ones that are filling it up, right? Crazy.
And couldn't breathe on her own. It was me who fought to keep her alive. But all of a sudden, I just want to take her life for no reason.
Yeah, see, that's what he's getting at. Bullshit.
I'm asserting justifiable homicide because I acted in self-defense and moved to protect myself and my children.
Wait, what? So he's saying it was self-defense now? Okay, hold on now. So he's saying he did kill... Well, let's continue.
Y'all the Baron. I'm going to be showing with evidence several reasonable reasons to doubt the state's allegations against me. The evidence will show that the state cannot prove that I premeditatedly killed anyone because I didn't have any time to reflect or plot and plan as if everything happened suddenly and spontaneously.
He's kind of incriminating himself. He's saying that he didn't premeditatedly do anything and everything just happened out of the blue, spontaneously, but what's everything that happened? You know what I mean? Like, he's literally like, if the jury's listening to this, you're kind of like, okay, you didn't kill her purposely. Like, but you still did it. You know what I mean? Like, he's telling on himself. This is the shittiest defense I've seen in a minute. Like, my boy literally is telling on himself right now.
Out of pure instinct and heat of passion. Eliminating any kind of premeditated design. And let me just say, the evidence will show that since the state plans to kill me, if they can say that I killed my family unjustly, they plan to premeditatedly kill me.
You're damn right they're premeditatedly gonna kill you. So death sentence is on the line, I guess. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. But like, bro, you're saying that all this was done. First he said it's self-defense. Then he's saying it's not premeditated. It was the heat of passion. It was spontaneous. So you're saying you did do it, which is crazy. Earlier he said he didn't kill anybody. Now he's saying it's self-defense. Oh, it was spontaneous, heat of passion. Log out any of that premeditated shit. That's not what we're talking about. He's all over the place, bro. I would, like, halfway through this opening statement, I would get up and be like, Judge, all 12 of us pretty much said we're tired of this shit. He's guilty. Please just take care of him. We want to go home because we have shit to do and this is a waste of our time. Like, straight up, bro. That's crazy.
So they cannot say or deny me the right to premeditatedly kill Kenyatta Barron if she killed my children.
Whoa. Hold on. See, okay, so that's his defense. That's what he's running with. Cool. So I knew that's where he was going to go, right? He said, oh, self-defense, oh, spontaneous. So the story that he's going with, ladies and gentlemen, she attacked the child and he attacked her. Pure instinct, right? I'm the savior. My son didn't see that properly. My wife was actually attacking my daughter, but he thought it was me. So, he's just an idiot and he doesn't understand like things. Like, bro, that's what he's going with right there. That's the story.
The evidence will show that Kenyatta Barron had several medications and drugs such as morphine in her system. The evidence will show she had a domestic history and was arrested for domestic violence that same year.
And I'm sure she probably was, but it was probably in relation to him. He's probably forgetting that part, that he was probably arrested too. Like, come on. This was a toxic ass relationship. And he's actually going to go as far to say that the mother, the one who pushed her out of her body, is the one who attacked the daughter. And he just out of pure instinct attacked her to save his child. But it was too late. That's the story. Yeah, sure. Sure. You know, and that may have been somewhat of a defense if his son wasn't there and he chased his son down and his son got away. That fucked his whole defense up right there.
She also was born premature, just like Ronnie.
I'm going to sustain the objection as to that particular argument regarding Miss Barron being born prematurely. All right? You may continue on, Mr. O'Neill.
And the judge, hold on, I'm stopping a lot. The judge stopped the objection, and I like that. It's not because she wants him to go, and this is so nurturing for everybody's brains, but he's digging himself into his own holes. The judge was almost like, dude, shut up. Let him continue. By the time this opening statement is done, you guys are going to have so much ammo that you didn't even know you had. It's going to be crazy. Just shh and let him keep talking. That's what the judge is doing right now, I promise.
I didn't even state the basis of his objection.
I've ruled, Mr. O'Neill, okay?
I understand, but I have to state the basis of my objections, right?
Well, that is correct, and I just assume what the objection is. So go ahead and state it for the record, Mr. Harmon.
Proper argument.
That's sustained.
The evidence will show that she threatened to kill me with a knife just a few weeks before the incident, and she was angry about my relationship with my other child's mom. And about the fact
And then the story deepens. I'm sorry about the audio, guys. And then the story deepens. He has another child with another woman. I bet you that's his favorite. And I bet you he wishes that was his life. Just him, that other woman, and that child, right? It's all coming together. It gives you reason. It gives you motive for why he would do something like this. Because remember, he's not a crazy man. He might be acting crazy. He might be kind of crazy, but he's not like, you know what I mean, mentally crazy. He understands what's right and wrong. He's just a douchebag, an asshole, you know, and he took it way too far. Tried to burn the house down. What do you think that was going to do? Clean the evidence? Like, you have a whole living, breathing child that got away from you, bro. Like, half of the mission is incomplete, sir. Leave the house standing.
we had to be cordial for our newborn son. And the evidence will show that they had been going back and forth and arguing on Facebook and by telephone that whole afternoon before the incident. The evidence will show that me and my son was at my mom's house while I was putting brakes on my aunt's car. Me and my son spent the whole day at my mom and dad's house working on the car. When we came back home, I never knew she was arguing with my child's mom, my other child's mom, the whole day.
And I'm sure all this did happen too. So he's over there with his son. Again, think of it on your son's perspective. La-di-da, with dad, fixing brakes. This is so fun. I'm helping daddy. Go home. Whole big situation at the house. And then all of a sudden, dad starts just going maniac on everybody. And then he turns for you. Craziest feeling. This kid must have the, like, bro. When I tell you he probably is growing up with some trauma right now, yikes.
Evidence will show that my daughter was prematurely born.
See, look. Evidence will show my daughter was prematurely born. He keeps going over and over about that point. It's what bothers him. Autistic, it bothers him.
My son Ronnie was diagnosed at the age of 3 with developmental delay.
Man, developmental delay is bullshit. I'm going to skip over because he's just bashing his family at this point. Everybody has developmental delay. It's called blooming when you bloom. It's not real. Unless, like, bro, come on. I don't know. It took me super long to figure out how to read. And then, like, I'm a really good reader now. And when I'm on live, don't judge me on live because I'm trying to read stuff and I'm, like, really far back trying to keep... Don't judge me, but I'm actually a good reader. But the point I'm making is, like, kids develop at their own speed. You can't rush that.
This is going to show when it's all said and done who put those excessive lacerations on Kenyatta Barron's face. I can guarantee you that. In this trial or the next one, I can guarantee you that. Because like I said, I look alone, but I'm backed by mighty God.
He looks alone, but he's backed by mighty God. We're going to stop it right there. So yeah, that was Ronnie O'Neal's opening statements, defending himself from, you know, the accusations of him offing his wife and his daughter and attempting his son. Those are some crazy charges. Only in Florida, people. Only in Florida. Shout out Florida. I love you people, man. I love all y'all. Fun fact, the type of weather in Florida is pretty much the same type of weather in Belize. Marshland, swamps, alligators, crocodiles, all that shit. But anyways, people, I love you guys. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Stay inside. Stay safe as usual. I'm out of here.